Oh, what up, y'all? It's your boy Night2727, and as it being April 2nd, I think it's time for some Nintendo news. If you're an owner of the Nintendo Wii U, apparently this is what's in my lap right now, let's go over what's new. Bunch of random stuff. Actually, let's take a peek. Oh, Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures. Shout out to him because he's a YouTube guy making it, man. Doing his thing, reviewing these games and the old retro games, and it's nice to see that he actually made it to where he's in his own game. That's incredible. The journey of a YouTuber. This one just looked a little interesting. But let's take a quick look at that. Angry Video Game Nerd. $10, not bad. Screw Attack Games, okay. That mean mug that he always has. A retro style game. Nice. Check out the video. Yeah, it's almost a given that it was going to be a retro throwback. It doesn't like it's going to be like some like current game. $10. Depending on what style it is, depends on like whether it's worth it or not. I know they've been trying to get a lot of money out of us for these retro like games, but I wonder, does the difficulty hold up to classic games? Will it be Mega Man throwback right there? Okay, so kind of like a parody of some of the other games. You see like the Super Mario Star in the background. Classic things like that, Double Dragon, I guess. Definitely straight out of Mega Man this level. Huh. So yeah, definitely throwback. Yeah, I just hope the difficulty's up there. Really? Uh-oh. Little bit of Battletoad style. Wow, the blood trail from Santa. That was pretty cool. Kinda seems like it plays like Mega Man. If anything, the closest style I could say would be Mega Man. Oh no, it's Kirby! He killed Kirby! That is awesome. But wanted to let you know about that. This is just like pretty much what's in the eShop. But as I scroll this finger and accidentally click that and botch on camera, let's actually use the D-pad, because that way you can see that the first DS game is available on a virtual console. Sweet Jiminy Cricket, this is a sign of things to come. Nintendo is finally making sense. Of course, they were going to go in their own neighborhood by releasing something like that, but what they need to do is stop playing and release Metroid Prime DS, some of the good games on the DS. There should have been a Metroid Prime for 3DS, since now we have this new little nub thing, whatever you want to call it, for the new 3DS. We also have Circle Pad Pro. I mean, the DS wasn't that great graphically. Could match a Nintendo 64, PlayStation 1. But couldn't really like go beyond that, like PlayStation 2 style, I guess. Close, but no cigar. The fact that the 3DS has better processing and all that, we should be seeing certain games, but, you know, I don't know why not. But this is pretty much what it's going to look like, I'm guessing. I really hope they would fill the screen better, because I don't know if I particularly would want this title in general, but I don't know. If I see that they would fill the screen better, like just divide it in half rather than putting up a DS. Seems a little odd, but it's very exciting to see DS games now part of the virtual console. This is huge news. So I definitely had to make a video about this. Let's check that price. Because $10. Alright, so every DS game that pops out is going to be $10. Let's see. Alright, so quick thing. I know what Yoshi's Island is. So the Wii U gamepad will also be available. Well, I mean, that's it, So no Pro Controller, that's fine. And also Nintendo 64 Virtual Console on Wii U. That's not as big of a deal, but still is a big deal. Also $10 for it. Super Mario 64 now available. But what makes this different, N64 titles were available on the Wii eShop, but you would have to have like the classic controller attachment to the nunchuck. Now that we have a Wii U, you can literally play this just on the gamepad. And let's double check, because I don't see why that would be the case. Yes, you can play on the gamepad fine. Let's check out the trailer. So this is smart. Now they have also released Wii titles, which is also a big deal, on the Wii U eShop as Virtual Console, but only the games that use the classic controller you can play in the gamepad. The games that do not, you would still need a Wii remote. But this is letting you know that you can actually play it on the gamepad, so now you have a portable handheld version of the original Super Mario 64. Huge news right now, my Nintendo seems like it could be playable again. I love me some Nintendo. Classic. Throwing the crap. And those classic graphics. The original Super Smash Brothers could be next. I think they would do that. You know, games like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, expect like those kind of games to most likely be coming up next. I'm very curious to see what they would do for the DS. There's a lot of titles for the DS that they could do. And you know, it really wouldn't be surprised if they just had some good things that coming out there. And I mean, $10 really isn't bad. And I'm also hearing that if you go on the Super Smash Brothers website, a lot of people are talking about you can, well, I actually did vote already, but you can vote for a new character as DLC, and it's like a fan interaction kind of thing. I would personally love Solid Snake to come back, but there's probably a reason as to why he's not back. So I voted for Knuckles, and I gave a paragraph explaining how Knuckles is already a trophy in the game, so his character model is already created. So it would be actually less work to put Knuckles in. Sonic made an appearance twice, and you have people like Shadow. But I think Knuckles would be more of an interesting character due to the fist, his punch combos. Part of him getting back on a platform could be his classic glide. He could also share the spin dash. So I think Knuckles would be way of a more interesting character. But yeah, Mario Party 10, there's some good things coming out. I'm kind of interested in the Namco Museum. Might want to get the Pac-Man one. But yeah, the main thing about this was that Super Mario 64, now we have N64 titles on the Wii U Virtual Console. So Wii U is now owning Wii games on the Virtual Console. But once again, you would need the nunchuck unless the game had compatibility with the classic controller. Then you can play on the gamepad. So we have yet to see a game that features one put out, but that's their explanation as to why you can't just use the gamepad. For Super Mario, you can, and for Super Mario 64, you can, and Yoshi's Island, you can. So, very first Virtual Console DS game is pretty big news, and N64 games on the way to Wii U. So, it makes it better because you don't have to go, like, you can, I have a Super Smash Brothers, the original, on my Wii U, but I have to go to the Wii emulator and then start that up, and then I'd have to use a nunchuck controller and pop that in the classic controller and then be able to play. So it's a little bit of a hassle, but this is letting you know you can just straight up play it right off your Wii U without having to go into another emulator.